Welcome back to Sorare Assist. Adam here, and today I've got another end of season sale video for you guys, and it's going to be my top 5 defenders from the end of season sale. So make sure you stick around for that. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, do that by clicking that subscribe button. Smash that like button as well if you do like this content. If you've not signed up to Sorare yet, there is a link in the description below if you wish to do that. You get a free limited card and 13 common cards. And you can also grab yourself the Ultimate Guide to Sorare ebook as well, written by myself. Link for that is also in the description. Okay then, let's get stuck into this video then, where I'm going to be picking my top 5 picks from the end of season sale videos that have now concluded. If you didn't see those videos, it was a series of end of season sale scouting videos where I've picked the best players in terms of value and SO5 output for all the leagues covered on Sorare that currently have a summer break. So check back on the channel if you've not seen those yet. Should give you some really good options for your sides for come next season. As I say, today I'm going to be picking my top 5 defenders from those videos, and then next week I'm going to be picking my midfielders and forwards. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on them. Okay then, let's get stuck in with my top 5 picks then from the end of season sale. So first up, I've gone for Sorare Assist of Fenerbahce. Now, he's only 31 and he's got a long contract with Fenerbahce. We've recently signed an extension with them until 2025. He's got an L40 of 62, L15 of 68 and an L5 of 80. So as you can see, he's an absolutely fantastic option for your SO5 team. His limited is going for a cheap £54 and his rare is going for around 246 at the moment. Now, as you can see from his price graph, his price has actually gone up recently. Don't know if this is the news of the extension, maybe that's maybe why his price has gone up. But that's only happened recently, actually, in the last couple of weeks or so. But he is an absolutely quality option nevertheless, and one that I think is still looking cheap at these sort of prices. So as I say, his price has gone up recently. So, but it's still a fantastic option. He was out injured, as you can see. He played 50% of the games here. So that's maybe why his price was subdued here. But again, is another really good option still in terms of his SO5 output and his price on Sorare currently. Now, if we look at his scores then in the last year, we can see some absolutely fantastic numbers, especially more recently. He was in and out with the squad here again. As I say, he's had his injury concerns, but he's got an absolutely fantastic all-around game as well of 18.5. Look at all his scores. We can see some really fantastic numbers here for this Turkish defender, who's played for a top side and recently signed a long contract as well with Fenerbahce. And he's potentially going to be the new captain as well for Fenerbahce next season. I think he is potentially in line for that role. There is a few other players as well being talked of, but he could be a potential captain. So he's a very important player for Fenerbahce and looks a really good option to me at these sort of prices. So the next one who looks really cheap is Danilo of Juventus. He's 30, he's got a long contract with Juventus till 2024, L40 of 61, L15 of 61. Limited is going for a very cheap looking £30 at the moment, and his rare is going for around 295. Now this is one that you're going to have to buy on the secondary market. Now if we look at his prices here, so it's around 630 here, 750 here, 750, more recently 333, and his limited, similar story, 92, 100, 112, more recently £36, current floor price is £30 actually. So as I say, he's looking at an absolutely brilliant option, this guy. And his scores are also looking brilliant as well. And his AA is absolutely fantastic at 21. So again, another fantastic option for your SO5 teams. Now, Danilo's teammate Guadrado also looks an absolutely brilliant option. Even though he is 34 now, it doesn't look like he's going to be retiring, but there is rumours that he could be on his way out of Juventus. So that is something to bear in mind. But I think wherever he goes, he's still going to be churning out some really good scores, and he should go to another decent club as well. But there's still the potential that he could stay with Juventus. There was talks of an extension to his contract, maybe 1 to 2 years. So keep your eye on that situation. But he's got an L40 of 59, L15 of 69. 31 for his limited at the moment, 200 for his rare. Now I've looked at his price graph. His rare was selling for around 546 here, 690 here, 580, more recently 300. There's limited 69 here, 92, more recently £34, which is a 50% saving. Now if we look at his scores, his all-round score is brilliant as well, 18. 6 goals, 6 assists in the last year alone. Some absolutely fantastic scores here. 11 scores in the 670 range and 13 scores between 70 to 100 in the last year. If we look at all his scores, he's been pretty consistent in terms of his scoring ability. We can also see a number of 100 scores thrown in there as well. And he scored 10 goals and 29 assists in 117 appearances with the information that we've got available on here. As I say, he's looking a really good option for your SO5 teams. Keep an eye on the situation though, see where he's going to potentially move, or if he does stay at Juventus and get another contract until 1 or 2 years potentially. So another good option in defence is Badaki of Konyaspor. Now there is rumours that he is potentially getting a transfer, as being scouted by Fenerbahce, so that's something to keep an eye on. Obviously that's not going to be a negative, that's going to be a positive for him. He should continue to get some good scores at Fenerbahce if he did move to them. So he's got L40 of 61, L15 of 54. He's going for around £50 at the moment, and his rare is going for around 344. Look at his price graph. His rare was selling for around 885 here, 690 here. More recently someone's picked him up for £383 on the 2nd of June. Now if we look at his limited, similar story really. 165 here, 154, 123, and now we can get him for around £50, which is absolutely fantastic in fact. So that is another really good option for your SO5 teams. And if we look at his scores, his AA is absolutely fantastic as well at 19. 5 goals, 3 assists in the last year as well for Konyaspor. And if we look at this bar graph, we can see his quality. He's got some more of his scores are 60 or above. Absolutely fantastic choice this for your SO5 teams. So the final player this week for my top 5 end of season sale defenders is Michael Nadeju of Ghent. He's got a contract with them until 2023, L40 of 58, L15 of 60. His limited is going for around £60 at the moment, and his rare is going for around 643. Now if we look at his 6-month graph, his rare was selling for 620 here, 480, £500 here. More recently someone's picked him up for 433. And his limited 124, 100 here, and more recently £60. As I say, another really good saving on a fantastic player. The other good thing about Nagdo as well is that you can also create a defensive stack with David Roof, who's obviously the goalkeeper for Ghent. He was highlighted last week in my top 5 goalkeepers for the end of season sale. So that would be an absolutely fantastic stack with David Roof in goal and Nagu as your defender in your SO5 team. If we look at his scores then, again another player with some absolutely fantastic all-round score, which is what you want. He's also got 4 goals, 2 assists in the last year, and he's also got some brilliant scores as well, as you can see from his bar graph and his score graph here. So as I say, he's looking a really good option, especially at these price points. So that was all the players for my top 5 defenders in the end of season sale. If you did like this video, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Consider becoming a member of the YouTube channel or my Patreon, where you'll get early access to videos like this. You'll also get some exclusive videos and a private member chat as well. So make sure you check those options out, links in the description below. And you can also find a link there for the Ultimate Guide to Sorare ebook that I wrote. So if you want to purchase that, then as I say, there is a link in the description below. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.